How do? How are we? Another week, another video.
Yeah, hey, I've got that sweaty look again.
Slowly getting back into the normal routines. Yeah, she's been for the run. First one since the wedding, hasn't it?
It is, first one for nearly 2 weeks.
So, we're still working at it. We've still got the boot. Yeah, we've got another couple of weeks of that. But, where are we? Are we talking about that now?
Yeah.
Festival season. Welcome to this week's.
So my next job is to put the bunting on the roof without breaking my foot.
There you go, dangerous sport. I wouldn't do it personally, but I know you want to shout off the fact that
I want to put our bunting up.
you want the just married bunting.
I'm going to put the red, white, blue bunting up as well.
Oh,
Faithful red, white, blue bunting.
Oh, okay. Well, leave
but
you to that.
before I do that, I've got nettles to trim because we've got a bit of an ant issue, haven't we?
We've got a bit of an ant issue, so Tash is going to go and get some secateurs, and we'll see how much damage she does. So here we are, Cranfleet Lock, and this is the entrance. We've just tied up in the centre line. Well, Tash has gone to empty the lock. You can see the gangplank there, and the actual entrance into the lock. That's with the flow of the River Trent, and then it runs down towards Nottingham and Newark and Beeston that way, where the boat's coming up from. We're sharing the lock with them, so it makes it easier. We don't have to worry about the bounce about too much. Tasha's just gone to empty the bins. We've done a fantastic job. So's Tash. She's been perfect. One or two little bits that we've just had a discussion about as we've gone about bends, but on the whole, she's smashed doing this while my foot's been in a bad place. Today's been a little bit of a difficult day for me, and we've got through it okay. What I will do, rotate back around, and what you'll find, just poking the tower, the tower on the edge of the screen and the top of the chimneys, that's Radcliffe upon Trent power station. That's the last working coal power station that's due to close October next year, so it's already on wind down. It's quite a sight as we've come out of the road from Nottingham to see all the coal slag heaps. The towers haven't used while we've been in the process of, but just thought you'd turn around and see something. You'll see it again as we go down the saw probably, because we go round the back of it, which will be an interesting sight for you to see, and appreciate how big they actually are. So we've just come through Cranfleet Lock.
We have.
And we've got a lovely couple that have come up with us.
Jane and Jim.
There you go, you did better than me.
I think his name's Jim. Her name's definitely Jane. I'm sure she said his name was Jim.
And he's advised us that we've got to walk over the bridge at Ilkeston.
Okay.
A bit like Coningsborough Bridge. It's an old railway line that's been there. I told him I'll get both crutches out on it. So that's Cranfleet Marina. We're heading down to...
Oh,
it's beautiful.
Summer has finally arrived.
Lifeboat that's been converted. They say lifeboat, it's a emergency survival one, isn't it? Off like a rig or a ship. Yeah, it's been well fitted out. Strange to look at, but at the end of the day, it's what makes the canals. Now making our right turn. Tash has had the emergency stop. And we'll deal with it.
Here we go. Paul's obviously not doing too much with his broken foot at the moment, but we don't have a choice when our locks on our own. So I've just opened the gate and he's just bringing the boat in. First lock on the Erewash Canal. It's actually called Trent Lock 60. and then once we're through the lock we can fill with water. I think there's a boat on the water point in the moment, so I'll go up and see them whilst whilst the lock's filling with water. Paddles are quite stiff, but gates weren't too bad, and I think we're only doing this one lock on here today, and then we're going to find somewhere to moor.
Princess, how are we doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a bit warm and I've got hay fevery eyes, but other than that, fantastic.
Cool. Well, we've just come through Trent Lock. We're going past the visitor moorings. We've got to get just above the top of Paul Barber's, and it's really, really nice here. We've filled water, haven't we?
Yep.
Got rid of the rubbish, because this is the only point apparently.
We got rid of the rubbish at Cromford, actually. It was rubbish out of the canal that we got in the bins here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bin bag out the
Well,
canal.
there you go. But down here there's an actual dry dock and some CRT facilities and a couple of houseboats. So we're just ticking over as we go past them, as following the instructions. And now we start.
Hi.
So we've got.
Typical, isn't it? Absolutely typical.
Well,
Festival week and problems in the pounds.
Well, there you go. That's what it's about, isn't it? It's about turning around and having people tell you.
Yeah.
So, but it's guaranteed. As you say, festival week, it changes everything. So as we go up, there's plenty of houseboats here.
Lots. That was got decking on the top of it.
Yeah. The next one's a double tier.
Double decker. It is shallow though. I can see the bottom.
Yeah,
I can see lilies.
it's 2'6" apparently in the book, but it can't be at this point
No.
because a specific boat is 3 foot 3.
Yeah.
So this lower bit I can expect to be slightly lower, but yeah, enjoy your cruise. So this is my ride for the day. Python the workboat, just coming up. Hopefully going to hitch on the side and go up. We're going to have to do a little bit of shufties as we go round due to the fact that there's a low bridge and a part sunken boat. But the team are very experienced and we'll be able to do this as we go. Means we can get up to Langley Mill today while Tash is at work. But this is going to be an absolute pleasure and a dream being able to do this. Thank you very much to the crew already before they've even arrived, and thank very much to Jan and Dave Warsop for arranging.
I think there's one more lock to go, or maybe two, before we get to Langley Mill Basin. And here comes Python, hotly followed by our lovely own boat. Just filling the lock, paddles are really stiff. What a beautiful pair of boats they are. Such a privilege to have had the help of Pythoneers today to help us up, well, to help Paul up whilst I've been off at work. Really lovely thing to have been able to do. Lasting memories. Beautiful sound of Python's engine. I'm going to keep quiet so you can hear it. Very shallow here on the Erewash. Python's grounded, so we're towing her backwards.
Okay.
It's the beauty of two boats travelling together, we can help each other out. Into the final lock of the day at Langley Mill. Been a long day. They started at 9 o'clock this morning and it's now gone 6 o'clock, so they'll be pleased to be finished. But they've all had a good day by all accounts. Here she comes. So we're coming up, taking our photograph for the Silver Propeller Challenge, and then we're going to turn around and go back down because our mooring spot is the other side of this bridge. Just coming up through the lock, hopefully it won't take too long. Hunger's setting in now. We successfully made it to the top of Langley Mill Basin.
To the end, to
all
the
the way
turning
to the
circle
end.
at the top.
I'll turn around. Now going back down to the lock, because our mooring is the other side of the lock under the
But
bridge.
somebody said there's a festival on this weekend.
There are lots and lots of boats here. I think it's going to be a really good vibe.
Another silver propeller
Teeth in love.
Another silver propeller challenge sorted.
Yep, so that's number 11 or 12 for us. Yeah, so that's really good.
Right.
There's lots of boats and lots of lovely people here, so it's going to be an absolutely cracking weekend.
I'm going to ask you for some eyes in a minute, darling.
Okay, I'll stop videoing so I can watch, because we've got lots of boats
I've got a
and
gap.
a very thin line to get through. Very narrow both sides. There's a gorgeous aroma in the air. Anyone would think someone was baking cakes. This is Coddywomble, Emily's boat, who made our wedding cakes for us. She's busy baking for the weekend. She's probably going to be one of the busiest boats here because her cakes are to die for. That was a long, slow manoeuvre amongst all those boats down there. Just going to come back into the lock now. Down to our mooring. And then it's pizza and wine time. So yes, we've got Emily on Coddywomble on the left here, and then on the right hand side is Kay, and she does massages and essential oils. And then behind Emily, Alan and Nikki on Star Crafts. They do sweets and crafts.
So we're here at Langley Mill, getting ready for the Langley Mill Festival, one that happens every 5 years. You'll have to excuse the state of the boat because of my foot. We're not quite. But we have nettles. We have a nettle and ant problem. And I think basically the ants are. So before we can do an awful lot, I've cleaned the solar panels this morning because it's a beautiful day. We're having to leave Tash to chop all the undergrowth that's growing up so we can put the racks out.
It's not just about getting rid of the ants, is it? It's about making it safe for customers as well.
Yeah.
I have sprayed all this bit of the gunnel as well, so. And you know what? I've just run 5k and I didn't do a spot the elderflower spot because I was too busy
Concentrating on the towpath. Sorry.
Our friend Tanya, who lives in France, setting up a blog and a vlog about life in France and dogs.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to think about a good title and how to help her get that all set up.
Cool.
And talking of friends and vlogs, our dear friends Lou and Dave on Narrowboat Changing Pace, who did some video of my hen weekend, which had some naughty bits in it. And she had approval from YouTube before she posted it, and she only posted it as a private group. And they allowed her to post it, ticked all the boxes, said it was allowed, and now, a month later, they've completely deleted her YouTube channel. She was almost up to her 1,000 subscribers. So please, 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 if you're watching this and you subscribe to us, I'm going to put a link above our heads here description below, and please do consider subscribing to Changing Pace and helping them get back on track as well, because they've been vlogging for longer than us and they've worked so hard, and to have lost it all now is just devastating for them. But if we can help them in any way, then I would like to. So like I say, and some of her videos are very entertaining, so please do consider subscribing to Changing Pace as well.
Well, they've done it a bit differently, but they're hanging them at the teacup.
Oh yes, yes.
Bird feeders.
Bird feeders, yeah.
Bird feeders.
Yeah.
That's a lovely idea.
It's now Monday morning. It's been a very busy weekend. Paul's just restocking our sample bottles that we do of our cleaning products, £1.50 each, because we're almost sold out of those. We've sold out of hand soap because we're waiting for delivery and it hasn't arrived yet. We've sold lots of decorated bottles, macrame storage for fruit, banana hangers, loads of canal arts flown off the shelves as it always does, and Paul has got another 2 pieces of commission work to do. So as you can imagine, it has been really busy. I'm just going to whip round quickly and do a bit of video of some of the rest of the site before it opens to the public, because once it opens to the public, we didn't even manage to get a lunch break yesterday, did we, honey?
What's that?
We didn't even manage to get a lunch break yesterday, did we?
Oh,
It's really busy.
All right. Morning, Chief.
And thank you to all our followers and subscribers that have come down and seen us.
And the new ones.
We really appreciate it. And thank you to all the new ones we've got from this weekend as well. So we look forward to seeing you all again in the future. So like I say, I'm going to walk up to the bridge, do some video from the top of the rest of the site so you can see it before the masses arrive. We had the Lancaster flyover yesterday and we've got a Spitfire flyover today. So we know it's going to be really busy around that time because that really brings the crowds in. Here I am on the road bridge at the top of the Great Northern Basin. You can see how busy it is down there before the public arrive. There's some miniature steam engines in that caravan, and then there's lots and lots of stalls from various canal trusts, which I will list below. CRT have got their stand here. And then a couple more trading boats at the top. We've got Kay with her hand massage, Emily Coddywomble, delicious cakes and cafe boats, and then behind her is Star Fox. So let's go down and see them. Collection of miniature steam engines here from Miniature Railway, the Chesterfield Canal Trust promotional van. I'll be attending their festival at Staveley Basin at the end of June. Here's a Coddywomble cake boat. So I'm gonna knock on and get some cake off of Emily very shortly, because if I don't do it now, she will be sold out. Morning, guys.
Morning.
Hiya, you alright? Yeah. And then here we've got Python, which just happens to be our favourite boat here, I do think.
We're finally moving. I feel as though I'm doing something at last, being sat here. So I know that somewhere there's a man in a canoe coming up towards us. Sorry, am I in your way now? Coming towards us, but we're following Emily off Coddywomble.
Power in numbers and these big heavy locks down here.
Yeah,
So I hope you enjoyed this week's video.
it's been fantastic. So what have we got next? Do we know?
No, haven't really thought about next week yet.
Oh well, let's see what the new adventures do.
Yeah, so we'll have new waters, haven't we? We'll have the River Saw, new waters, Leicester next weekend.
Well, don't give too much away, but
Yeah.
we'll see what we come up with. Oh,
Thank you for watching. You're very keen. Thank
yes,
you
I
for
am.
watching.
I'm excited. We're moving.
Thank you to all the subscribers that have come and seen us this weekend, and to all our new followers as well. We really appreciate all of your support.
Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of like. There you go. I don't know if you see them.
Yeah, have a good week, and we'll see you next week.
So it's push the button, ring the bell. It's free to Tash, them, and everybody else that's been here this weekend. Enjoy. Catch you soon. Ciao for now.